Hello, folks. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. Obviously, we know we had issues on the X Space, so we got to get you this content. We got to get you the information we want to get you to, man. There's only so much you could do. Elon was rugging us, and that's okay. It is what it is. We're still going to get this information out to you. So, quick recap on the stuff that we discussed prior. We talked about the sale. The sale has been moved to September 5th. That's right, September 5th. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Gives you guys even more time to enjoy the open beta, not worry about the sale, and be able to dive in the sale once you got all this great experience from the open playtest starting on August 30th. Now, in this sale, we have some phenomenal things that are going down, man. One, it's going to be the beginning of our first ever animated skins and boss fighters. That's right. You're going to get your chance to get your hands on that too, as well as a plethora, a massive amount of economic proportions. I got to say economic proportions because it is a big deal, and it's what's going to kickstart your economy test in boss fighters. So to be able to craft a merge, you purchase one of these boxes. Not only are you going to get some awesome NFTs, but you're also going to have a chance to get some very rare NFTs, mythic NFTs, 1 of 100, but you are guaranteed going to get a plethora of currency and boss fighters as well to use for crafting. So that's super awesome. That's amazing. Diving over into the open beta and the map, we obviously have Vadim here. Vadim's going to talk about some things that he wants to share about this map. But overall, there's all sorts of awesome stuff, man. The hot dog truck is back. That's right, it's back. The hot dog truck is being replaced now with an alien tentacle. It's got this like slime goo on top of the hot dog. You can use that again to destroy the opponents. We got this golden, beautiful statue that says "First Fighter on Earth." You can use rubber duckies, palm trees, lampposts, mopeds, cars, toxic colas. It's a whole crazy new experience. The way the map is designed is that there's this open space in the middle, and then all around this middle circular area, there's all these different nooks and crannies and much, much more buildings that fighters are able to utilize and hop within as well. So it's going to be a new playing experience that's going to provide a wild new meta. Now in the matchmaking system, it is going to be a random map pool between this map and the Toxic Cola map. So let us know. There could be bugs in this map or anything, but just let us know in the Discord over in Feedback Playtest, and we will make sure to fix any bugs. As always, we've always delivered on our community what they want. We're going to continue to build this game and make this game the best of the best it could possibly be with the help of the community. Now, Vadim, there was some awesome, cool stuff that you wanted to share about this map specifically. What did you want to share about this map?
It's not specifically about this map. It's more about the open beta, what kind of features we implemented, and these features were highly requested by the community. So I just want to talk a little bit about these features based on community feedback. So first of all, we have the auto scaling of the hit points of the boss. So if a fighter leaves the battle, or for some reason it doesn't connect in the battle, it doesn't enter the battle, the boss hit points will scale automatically right now. So previously, you might end up in a situation when your teammates leave, the boss hit points will stay the same, and the boss hit points based on the number of fighters in the game. So obviously it wasn't fair. So we fixed this. I think this is one of the major things that will improve quality of gameplay and reduce a lot of frustrations from fighters. So give us let us know what you think about this feature, how it works. So that's one thing. Another thing, we've been working on the AFK detection. So because we're going to have a lot of activations throughout the open beta, and we want to make sure that it's a leveled fair play system. So we want to make sure that the players who actually play the game, who deal damage, who are active on the arena, collect resources, shoot the boss, they get rewarded for what they do. And we've introduced in this AFK detection system, which has pretty complex internal rules. And yeah, so let us know what you think about the system, how it works. There are some timers in place. So this will also help with a lot of these upcoming events and activations that we have in the game. And I'm going to talk about this a little bit later, about these activations, what we actually have during this playtest. So these are two major features. We also added some balance changes, and yeah, keep in mind there's going to be a lot of balance changes during the open beta in the lead up to the economy test. So this is what open beta is for. So like you might expect balance changes like on a uh, basically weekly basis, maybe even like a couple of days might pass and you might see a new balance patch because we want to be very active, fixing issues, fixing bugs, adjusting the balance. And this is still going to be like a meta discovery process. But yeah, we will be very active in terms of like fixing most glaring issues during this period. So yeah.
No, I love that. I love that. That's beautiful. That's amazing. Very exciting stuff. And then also, of course, we have, the revamped reward system, a detailed stat system for characters and items, and the improved matchmaking times as well. Is there anything you want to touch on about that too for the people?
Oh yeah, yeah. So we actually had this series of stress tests where we were testing the new infrastructure for the servers, and I can report that everything went well. So we're gonna have extended server capacity, and if we get in a situation where there are too many players, so there's going to be just a queue to log into the game, and this will be an indication for us to add even more servers. So the matchmaking queue times should improve dramatically with this new system. Uh, yeah, so that's going to be fixed as well. And stats for the perks coming live with this build. It's a massive feature. It's super cool. So with this feature, you're actually going to see what the perks do, how they affect your character build, and you can precisely tweak your character build with different perks. This is like one of the coolest features. It doesn't seem like much, but it adds a lot of this. Like we were talking about this feature, like crafting is quite addictive. So I think this adds a lot of fun to this crafting experience because you right now you can actually see the numbers, how the perks affect your stats.
Yeah, that's amazing, Vadim. That's amazing. I love that. It gets me so excited, man. Everyone loves that personalization. The ability to really help distinguish yourself and track, track how you're performing, track, all the statistics of your weapons and everything along those lines too. And then obviously quick matchmaking. The more games you can play, the better, right? So that gets me super excited. That gets me pumped up. The one really big thing that I know is super important too is we did add the new feature. We have multiple new features. One of the big one is, it is open beta, right? There are bugs, and sometimes people get stuck. They get stuck in a wall or under a building or something crazy happens. It is what it is, and we're fixing it. But we have implemented a new ability to where fighters can actually respawn if they get stuck, right?
Correct. So, and I was talking about this a few times because the game uses this non-deterministic physics system, like it's using technical language. Uh, it is super hard to resolve 100% of all the physics-based issues. So there still might be some of those cases where you get stuck after a boss punches you really hard and you get stuck like in a wall or somewhere else. So in that case, after like 15 or 20 seconds, you will be prompted like with a special button that will allow you to respawn for free. So we kind of detecting whether your character cannot move on or basically stuck somewhere, and we will kindly ask you if you want to respawn or not.
Yeah, see, this is huge. This is huge, and the fact that there's a detection aspect involved as well, I think, is what makes it really critical, right? Because, like, let's say somebody gets grabbed by the claw of the boss, right? They won't be able to, abuse this and like respawn, so that way
Yeah.
they're out of the hand. Yeah, okay. See, that's perfect. I know people are
Yeah.
gonna
It's not gonna work like this. Yeah, it only
perfect.
works when like you really stuck.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, I love that. I love that. And then the other big thing too. So we are going to be working on a video because we know that people love videos, right? But we do have a very detailed, pretty easy to follow process for the .apk build for playing as the boss on Oculus, right? So I have a couple people that I know are very excited to check this out, to really get involved and to dive in feet first and, truly the standalone boss fighters experience, right? The ultimate boss experience of being able to have your VR on and playing as a boss, without limitations of, being connected, to a PC or whatever the heck. So, how does this work? How exactly does APK build work? And is it going to be really difficult for people to do, even if they're following the instructions, or should it be pretty simple?
So right now, it's I would say it's a suboptimal experience how to install the APK with all this, like you have to jump through all this hoops basically. But we plan to release a side quest version of the APK really, really soon. So probably it's going to happen next week, maybe in 2 weeks, which will simplify the process dramatically. So you just download the side quest launcher, and then in a few clicks, you can install the boss fighters. So this will be like the next step, and the step after the side quest release is actually going to the meta store. So it just takes time to get all this like approvals on the meta store. We still need to fix a few minor issues to get past the approval process. These are like not critical, not gameplay based. It's just like some like recommendations from meta that we need to fix. But eventually, it's going to be super easy to install boss fighters on your MetaQuest. It's just going to be a one-click solution.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. That's what we like to hear. Okay, now we talked about the playtest or the open beta. See, I gotta stop saying playtest. We've been doing this for so long. It's crazy to think we're in open beta now. We talked about the sale as well. We actually have some awesome rewards that we're going to be giving to people during this open beta, during a certain time period in this open beta. Vadim, you care if I just dive straight into it and tell them all about the rewards?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Here we go, folks. This first one is huge. So Flex, I want you to know this. Flex, and Vadim, correct me here, of course. Flex is our premium currency. Premium currency, you got to buy Flex, right? You got to buy
Correct.
it. Okay. Now, we're giving an awesome opportunity to you guys, okay? So for the first 7 days, of the playtest, as long as you log in and complete 3 matches, okay? You have to complete, you got to play. Don't try to finesse the system. You are going to get daily rewards of Flex. So day 1, you're going to get 120 Flex. Day 2, 160. Day 3, 200. Day 4, 250. Day 5, 290. Day 6, 330. And day 7, 380 Flex. And just for a comparison here, Vadim, what are you able to do with that much Flex? Like, let's say you make the most of this opportunity. You play all 7 days. Like, that's a lot of Flex, right?
Oh yeah, I'm just let me check, and I'm gonna tell you precisely what
Yeah,
we
the
do
math?
with this
Okay.
amount of Flex.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I have all the math right here in front of me. So
I
just
love it.
give me this moment. So first of all, like before I go into really cool stuff that you can do with this amount of Flex, Flex is used to lock the perks during the merging process. So I think the common perk, like the common quality of the perk, costs 50 Flex to lock. And the higher you go, the bigger the cost to lock the perk. So that's one thing that we get. Just, and I want to give like for some I want to give you actually the amount of Flex you need to recharge the badge, because this is something the Flex is used for as well. This is actually the primary source, the primary thing where you need to use Flex apart from merging items and locking the perks. So let me check. So like, I think it costs like something around $10 to craft a common badge.
Yeah.
And so how much it is in the Flex, I have to check this. So it is, yeah, so basically like playing the whole week will allow you, and like keep in mind that this Flex will stay on your account. We're not gonna like wipe this accounts because it's open beta. So playing for the whole week. So how much do you get? Like day 7, it's 380, right? So if you
Yeah.
put everything together, you will be able to craft. Be able to craft maybe a few common badges even. Yeah, I think that's a good point, like to add into this new article
Yeah.
about this flex. Uh, but yeah, so like you can select perks, or you can save this flex to then when the economy starts to craft a badge.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough decision, man. But basically, it's super valuable, and this is like a huge opportunity for people. Again, to get a leg up, in the economy test when that launches too. So that's phenomenal, Vadim. I love that. I know I'm obviously very excited about everything, but like being able to get my hands on Flex early and really have that premium aspect into the game rewarded just for playing. I know that gets me super excited. Now we do have two other awesome things that we're going to reward you guys with as well. Potential. These are potential rewards, and I'll explain that. So, we have two raffles that are going to be going on as well. This is the first raffle. If you play every day for 7 days straight, at least 3 matches per day, again, you have to complete 3 matches, you'll qualify for a special raffle where 300 Blitz weapon digital collectible skins will be up for grabs. Now, if within those 7 days you manage to craft any 4 different mythic items. So this can be the boss laser, it could be a fighter slime lobber, a jetpack, a spiked maul, etc. Anything craftable. If you craft 4 mythics, you'll get a chance then to also be entered into an additional raffle where we'll have 100 Blitz boss digital collectibles to be rewarded as well. So, I mean, it's the best open beta reward you can imagine, just by playing the game. Let's say you didn't, you don't have enough money for the sale, whatever. You have no boss fighter NFTs. You want to dive into boss fighters. You want to get everything you got. You're going to get premium currency for free. You have the opportunity to get an NFT for free from an awesome collection, our Blitz collection, which is going to be super, super, super coveted, especially because it has a very limited supply. And then you also have another opportunity then, just by crafting, to get another super awesome Blitz boss digital collectible as well. So your very own boss skin too. So it's the best of all worlds regardless, and we're super pumped up and excited. It's a big celebration for us. We're getting ready to celebrate. We're excited. We got a lot more work to do, but this is a really big milestone for us, and we couldn't have gotten here without you guys, man. And, speaking of people we couldn't have got here without too, we were going to shout them out in the space. Obviously, technical difficulties. We're going to have them up and do talk. So our next space, we're actually going to make it guild centered. We're going to talk to our guilds the whole time. We're going to shout them out. We're going to give them a lot of love. But on here, we want to show a lot of love to Big Time Warriors, The Alchemist, VIG, FAM, and Nest. These are 5 guilds that have, basically decided to go all in on boss fighters, all in our community, show, the game's a massive amount of love by competing in all our play tests, stress tests, participating in the economy, helping and being a positive beacon of light, throughout our community, embodying our trust, transparency, and communication. And we love our guilds, man. We love them. We appreciate them so much. So, that wraps up pretty much everything that we didn't cover in the space, as well as a quick recap of everything that was going to be covered in the space. Vadim, were there any other final thoughts or things that you wanted to share that maybe I didn't cover? I know we covered a lot, but I want to make sure we got everything.
Yeah, I want to get back a little bit to the flex and just mention additionally that the third slot in the boxes for the sale in the Toxicola and Feeling Toasty, so you have a whole lot of flex there. So like I just double checked, like playing for 7 days straight will give you 1,730 flex, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And with this amount of flex, you will be able to craft and recharge a common badge, which is already a really good thing to do, actually. So,
yeah.
But if you purchase the box, there is a chance that you get in. Like let me just check. Like it's more than 10,000, I think. Flex. Yeah. So in the third slot, there is a 50% chance that you get in 6,250 flex. There is a 10% chance that you get in 12,990 flex, and there is a 40% chance to get 3,610 flex.
Holy cow. Wow.
Yeah, so of things in our game, lock-in perks, uh, and crafting badges and recharging badges. So you also need short-term contracts, and also there is a chance to get those short-term contracts in the sale.
Yep.
So yeah, we pretty much covered all of this stuff. Super exciting time. Like the open beta is coming live, and this 7-day activation that we have for you, this is just the beginning of those activations. So you just like fasten your seatbelts. There's going to be a lot more of this kind of activations. So you will be able to win NFTs. You will be able to win currencies in the game. Like in the future, we're going to have also some leaderboards. And we also want to introduce, like in the future, some token rewards, like the leaderboards, like for token allocation stuff. So yeah, open beta is a really exciting time for the game, for the team, for the community. Please provide feedback. There's going to be bugs. We're going to fix them. And I already mentioned that we're going to be very actively deploying new builds, fixing balance, fixing bugs. So it's going to be a little bit hectic time, but also super active with all these activations. Yeah.
I love it. I love it, folks. You heard it here first. It's only going to get bigger, better, and bossier, baby. Man, we love and appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for the patience today. Again, technical difficulties with X. You know, X gonna give it to you sometimes, and you know what? You just gotta roll with the punches, and that's what we're here to do with Boss Fighters, man. Always be there for the community. Always communicate, show y'all transparency, love, and support. So we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Like always, if you're a fighter, keep on fighting on. And if you're a boss, keep on bossing. And until next time, we'll see y'all soon. Peace.